It's beautiful, isn't it? This hockey rink holds one of the few professional women's hockey teams in North America. But the journey to get here wasn't always as pretty.
It was kind of surreal when we got the phone call that like, hey, we're announcing the league, like this is coming out. I almost gave up playing hockey, and if I did at that time, like I wouldn't be where I am today. My name is Mellissa Channel-Watkins, and I am a professional women's hockey player for the Vancouver Goldeneyes. 14 years old is kind of when I realized that I wanted to pursue my dreams and be a Division I hockey player. At that time, there wasn't really a professional women's hockey league, so I just was really striving to make that D1 jump.
The dream was kind of, get a university scholarship, and then that was kind of the end of the road. My early years coaching, there wasn't a lot of opportunities for the females. It wasn't really serious, I don't think, at the professional level.
So you play your college career, and that is the apex of what a female athlete can achieve unless they're playing on their national team. I'm Melanie Jue. I am a former professional ice hockey player and the current coach for the Greater Vancouver Comets.
That's it! There you go, Kaya! Bang it! Ooh!
Grew up playing Richmond hockey for Richmond Minor, which is an all-boys association, and I played there pretty much all the way until going to Cornell. Cornell was actually the first time I ever played on an all-female team for a full season.
Melanie Jue has tied the game!
After Cornell, I actually retired from hockey for about 7 years. I would have had to move to Ontario or Boston and basically play for free and try to figure out a job on top of that. And those just weren't the choices that I wanted to make at the time.
During my playing days, I always said that NCAA D1 hockey was more professional than actual pro women's hockey. We had full-time coaches, we had locker rooms that we could use all year round, and we also had some insane facilities.
I don't want to say we were spoiled at Wisconsin, but we were definitely spoiled.
Back to the blue line, shot by Jue!
We were lucky enough to have chartered flights. Everything was available. We have our own arena, we have our own locker room. So we were very, very fortunate at the University of Wisconsin. And then we moved to the CWHL, which was very different.
I'm about to give you a lot of acronyms, so bear with me because there are a ton of leagues that came before the PWHL.
So there was the CWHL, which was the path I decided to take. There was the NWHL turned PHF, and then you could go overseas to Sweden and all that.
I myself played in Sweden in 2021, and while I absolutely loved it over there, the lifestyle was not sustainable long-term considering I got paid more to walk a dog each month than I did to play actual hockey. When the CWHL folded in 2019, the PWHPA was formed, but like any new organization, it faced its share of growing pains. At one point, our team couldn't afford Uber, so we hauled our gear at 10 p.m. across Toronto on trains to get to our hotel. It was quite the adventure.
I would say it was semi-pro because the CWHL, up until China actually came in, there wasn't a lot of money that was involved in that league. And that was when I think the first time that I think the girls started getting paid. When the Kunlun Red Star formed, they brought a team into the CWHL and they were looking for the best Chinese North Americans to play and help build that program because the Olympics were just awarded to Beijing. So I got to come out of retirement after not playing for 7 years. Moved to China, played 2 seasons in the CWHL for Kunlun, and then the CWHL folded and there was not really a ton of other options, so our team moved to the Russian league. Played there for 3 years and then that was it.
I chose the CWHL. One season I played there, it folded, and then I could have made the jump to the PHF, but I knew the dream that the PWHPA had in place. Kind of just played there, hopping from tournament to tournament every month or so, practicing by myself, which was crazy. I knew that we as women deserve a league to play in that's viable, that we don't have to work another job, that we can get benefits, that if somebody wants to have a child, like there is a maternity process. So I knew exactly what we were trying to get to, and I knew that we deserved that. So that's kind of why I stuck with what we were doing with the PWHPA.
We have a name. We have a name for our league. It's the Professional Women's Hockey League.
When we got the phone call that like, hey, we're announcing the league, like this is coming out, I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Minnesota fans, Mellissa Channel here. I'm so excited to officially be a part of the PWHL Minnesota team.
Channel will drive and she scores!
I always would tell my dad when I was really young I wanted to play in the NHL, and he's like, you can't do that. So now it's great that these girls can say like, Mom, Dad, like I want to grow up and play in the PWHL.
Once I kind of like heard about the PWHL league and watching like Team Canada play in the Olympics and stuff, it kind of just like caught my eye. It was something like I was like, I want to do that when I'm older.
I didn't really think there was anything past college, so I think now that we have that opportunity, that's my goal. I really want to play in the PW.
Cam and Katie play on Delta Hockey Academy's U18 Girls Prep Team, a program that provides developmental resources that were once unheard of in women's hockey.
We have a tutor here. We have a couple like nutrition talks, things about specifically women's health, things like that, that we go in the classroom.
We do video every Wednesday nights.
Both Cam and Katie are committed to NCAA Division I women's hockey programs, but unlike previous generations of female players, they now have a legitimate pathway to pursue professional hockey after their college careers are done.
Talking to girls that I coached, they're entering the draft this year, which is crazy to think about, giving them my input of what to expect, kind of what to work on, what to think, like how life is going to be as a professional athlete. It's a lot different, but it's kind of crazy that this is the world that we live in. We wake up and we get to go to work and have fun and be with your closest 23, 24, 5 friends. And I mean, it's something I never thought I could do, but now that it's actually happening, it kind of feels like a fever dream.
You know, I give a lot of credit, not just to like my generation, but the one right before the PWHL. All those girls, like the Lamoureux twins, for example, they never got to play real professional hockey. Brianna Decker, she's another name. There's a ton of women that were elite athletes that kind of had their careers cut short because there was no real future for it. They did what I wasn't willing to do, truthfully. Like they kept playing, they kept the league alive. They laid the foundation for what it is today so that the girls that are playing there now could kind of see the fruits of their labor.
I was actually tearing up during warm-ups because it was so incredible to see fans from all walks of life. The fans see this league as the first real league that has come for women's hockey. There are so many women that paved the way for this to be a reality today. Some that didn't even get the opportunity to play in the PWHL. Because of their sacrifice and their relentless pursuit to leave the game better than they found it, we have the game that you saw in the building tonight.
People that haven't watched it, they don't realize how good the females are, because I hear it regularly these days. People just saying like, I went out to like a Vancouver Goldeneyes game, or I watched a professional game on TV, and they're just amazed at the skill level.
Channel-Watkins makes a nice pass.
There's a legitimate league now for these young girls to aspire to and to want to be a part of. And now when you ask a young girl who their favorite player is, it's Marie-Philippe Poulin, it's Sarah Nurse, it's Carolyn Harvey. They have real names, whereas our generation was, who was your favorite player? It was a male.
And honestly, it was the girls that I was coaching back at Little Caesars who made me realize like they're too good of hockey players not to have something to work forward to. So shout out to them for making me fall in love with the game again.
I hope to have a successful college career and make an impact at Providence. And then hopefully after that, go to the PWHL.
Getting drafted would be a big dream of mine. And I think maybe playing for Vancouver, a hometown team, that would be pretty special.